This video is for anyone that is hiring or tasked with building a team. My name is Chad Pancake, and I have been in the staffing and recruiting industry for 12 years and have worked with Fortune 100 companies all the way down to kind of small, rapidly growing startups. And I'd love to share with you some tips to hire and develop an exceptional team. One of the things that we do, one of the questions that we ask any hiring manager that we work with is, what makes your company or team different? And you'd be surprised at the amount of answers that really don't actually answer that question, right? So if you're looking to build an exceptional team, the first thing you need to do is know your value, right? Know your value. Know the value that you bring to a potential employee, right? So what is it that makes your company, your culture, or your team, or even the work that you're doing different? And you want to have that like in stone. So for example, it could be that we work for a cause, right? Like we are impacting, I had a client the other day I spoke with, and they are impacting people with substance abuse disorder. And they're doing it in a very unique way. And I thought that was wonderful, right? Or it could be the work you're doing, right? Are you doing artificial intelligence, right? Or machine learning, or even are you in the Web3 space? I mean, there's a lot of narratives that you could have, but you have to have, and I would implore you to have, thought about what it is that makes your opportunity to hire someone different. And there's a number of different ways you can do that. So the next thing that I would think through is, as you're bringing people in to interview, is I would really focus on having an authentic interview process, right? There's nothing worse than bringing, like, let's say a really talented person in and lining 7 people up and just peppering them with questions. In my view, that is not authentic, right? What I think authentic is 1, maybe 2 people, and it's just, hey, we're getting to know you, right? We're understanding what is your DNA, what makes you tick, and you're getting to know us, right? What makes us tick? You know, what is it that about me as your leader that's gonna, you know, spark an interest, right? Or spark a flame in what it is we're doing here. So I would really focus on making that interview process an authentic process, and one in which you get to know any potential candidate, and they get to know you. The next thing in acquiring just exceptional talent, especially today, right? Like it's kind of wild out there as far as finding great people. You can get a literal free competitive advantage with speed. So think through your interview process. How many steps are there? And how long is that process? I really like to see clients that we work with have a 1-week, max 2-week interview process. If it goes much beyond that, unfortunately, we're gonna lose great talent. Because if they are looking, then they will find a job within a week, max 2, guaranteed. And if they're good. So if you can narrow your interview process, right, down to ideally a week, but a max 2 weeks, wonderful. That gives you a competitive advantage. The next thing would be flexibility, right? So if you are interviewing someone and they have maybe requests like that are, let's say, outside of the salary, or they are a little bit outside of what you might normally have, I would really try to work to be flexible to deliver what that candidate wants. That could be, hey, they're asking for $10,000 more than what we're able to pay. Well, I encourage you, and I've seen it happen many times. Matter of fact, I was working with a private equity firm, and we were hiring a CTO, and this company, they came back, and so we had a CTO in place, and they really liked the PE firm really liked the CTO, and the CTO, you know, he liked the PE firm, but he was kind of up in the air. And anyway, so we made an offer. We lost him. And the owner of the private equity firm called me up and said, "Hey, Chad, what do we need to do to get him?" And I said, "Well, you need to raise your salary. You need to give him this sort of equity." And he called him up and he gave him everything he wanted and then some. And the reality is, he got the person. He just made it happen. And so as a hiring manager that's looking to hire great people, I would encourage you to be flexible and willing to make it happen no matter what you need to do, within reason, right? Clearly. But I would work to hire the best person for the job, no matter what. Because you will never look back and say, well, I wish I didn't hire that person, because they're exceptional at what they do. The final thing that I really like to look for is, one, is this job, do they have the skills? Does this person have the skills necessary to do the job, right? Do they have the core skills that they need? And finally, what is their character? And I know that's kind of a crazy thing to ask, but I want to trust anyone that is on my team, anyone that I place, any managers that I work, I really want to trust them. Above the skills and the abilities is character. You find hardworking, high character team members, and your team will flourish. Certainly if they have the skills to do the job at a baseline, but if they have the character and the DNA to fight through tough times and to be honest, right, with each other and work hard when things get tough, you're gonna build a good team. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and feel free to reach out, as we'd love to help you and be a resource as you find a career that you love.